Friends, this is Rajiv Sharma. This is an exhaustive episode of News Roundup India and the world as far as COVID 19 is concerned. My effort will be to ensure that those of you who have somehow missed the news or not got time to keep yourself abreast of the developments as far as COVID 19 is concerned. My effort will be to ensure that you have not missed anything if you see the video. I will, since it is very exhaustive, I will use bullets. First of all, let me come up with India. Let me start with a positive news. Do you know that there are still some regions in India which are still not affected by COVID 19 pandemic? These are 4 states, namely Sikkim, Tripura, Meghalaya, and Nagaland, and 2 union territories, Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Lakshadweep. Not a single case has come up there so far. In rest of the 4 northeastern states, one each case of confirmed coronavirus case has been found there in rest of the 4 northeastern states. Now, let's move over to the main news of the day as far as India is concerned. PM Modi held a video conference with the states on COVID-19 crisis. This video conference was attended by 9 chief ministers apart from Home Minister Amit Shah. He made a very important point. He talked about the states and the center thrashing out a common execution strategy to combat the coronavirus menace. And he stressed on a point that there should be a staggered approach to ensure that the re-emergence of the population is kept regulated at the barest minimum after the lockdown ends. Now, this can be taken as a signal that perhaps Modi government may not extend the lockdown beyond April 14. However, several strict guidelines will be issued, and as PM Modi has said at the video conference, it should not be business as usual. This remark should be welcomed. Now, also PM Modi will be issuing a video message to the nation at 9 a.m. tomorrow, that is April 3rd, 9 a.m. Now, over to some more events and news suggesting what Government of India and various bodies, various ministries and various state governments are doing to combat COVID menace. For example, Indian Railways has so far manufactured around 2.6 lakh masks and 25,000 liters of sanitizer. Both commodities which are much in demand and also in shortage. Besides, the Indian Railways has turned its coaches into quarantine facilities. India Post, for example, the Delhi circle of India Post distributed 200 food packets to daily wagers on the streets of central Delhi today. India Post did a similar operation in Odisha, where it covered 70 households and delivered to the doorsteps of the poor people food packets. The Punjab government has deployed mobile testing vans in all the districts. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has announced rupee 1 crore compensation for those uh, medical and paramedical staff like doctors, if any medical or paramedical staff like doctors, nurses, sanitation workers, whether permanent or temporary, if any of them were to lose their lives, the next of the kin will be given 1 crore each. Now, the central government has exempted farmers. This is the harvesting season going on in many states. So the central government has exempted farmers and laborers from the lockdown restrictions, but has also advised them while they are engaged in harvesting operations, they should maintain social distancing. This is commendable. Now, let's come to the wrap up of the India event with the most important Tablighi Jamaat congregation at Nizamuddin Mosque in South Delhi. Uh, the central government has blacklisted 960 foreigners, those who were, and their visas have been cancelled because they were on tourist visas and they had no business to attend such congregations on tourist visas. The center fears that because of this Tablighi Jamaat event in Nizamuddin Mosque, at least 9,000 people must have been infected, including 1,300 foreigners. 24 states and 4 union territories are engaged in the humongous task of tracing down these contacts, those who may have contacted the virus. Now, to cap it up, which this is an area which also borders between India as well as the world. India, Indian Air Force has airlifted over 6 tons of essential medical supplies and other things, other commodities, to Maldives. Today, the operation was codenamed Operation Sanjeevani because, as we know, that Maldives is under a lockdown and they were running short of medical supplies. This was a joint operation of Indian Air Force and Indian Army because the Indian Air Force used airports, at New Delhi, at various places, and Indian Army transported from various warehouses these goods to the airports. Now, this is the so far I shall say the India picture. Now, let's come up very briefly to the world picture. Well, not looking very good as far as the global scenario of pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic is concerned. The total cases in the world are nearing a million. Over 48,000 people have died already. The Spain death toll has topped 10,000. US projections are they're looking at fatalities between 1 lakh to 2.4 lakh deaths. Imagine. Because US is the biggest sufferer of this pandemic. Iran death toll has exceeded 3,000. China, for example, has come up with a good measure. Its region Shenzhen has banned cat and dog meat consumption. You may recall, I've been saying in past episodes, I've been stressing on the wet markets of China where meats of cats, dogs, bats, pangolins, etc., are sold for human consumption. So, good move from China. Then, 2 more points, and I wrap up. 1 million families will receive free childcare in Australia. And now I come to the last point, and I've reserved it for the last. It's a stunner. Filipino president has warned the fellow countrymen in Philippines that violators of lockdown measures may be shot. So, friends, I close this episode here. The news and the news roundup of India and world of COVID-19 pandemic. Do give your suggestions, and if you like this video, I will be happy if you can subscribe to the channel. Thank you.